Hello. You random person out there in the YouTube. It's Senpai Kirito or cocousnuss, however you want to call me. And this is the first episode of Nekopara on this channel. I thought about doing this a long time ago because I actually wanted to start my channel as a visual novel channel. But then I thought, yeah, I played League much and just did League at first, and I kind of want to I don't know how to say that. Like I always wanted to do visual novels on this channel, and I thought, why not do it now? So if you like this video, just leave a like, leave a comment, so I can see you want to see more of this, and I guess let's get going. Right, start a new game.
ありがとうございました。では失礼します。
Alright, as a disclaimer, I saw a few videos of this, but I actually haven't played it myself, or I don't know everything about this game, so it's also kind of the first time for me. Just wanted to keep that in mind. Alright. Phew, this should be most of the boxes then. Wait, are we called cashew? Cashew? I don't know. Cashew? Like the nuts? What? These nuts? Got him? Okay, I wiped the sweat off my forehead with my arm as the moving truck disappeared from view. Although it was early April and only the beginning of spring, today's weather was quite nice. It was even a bit hot. Well, it's a good day for a new start. I turned my head to look at the empty bakery, which didn't even have any signage? Signage yet? I haven't heard that word before. Anyway, the brand new exterior wall had a western look with a predominantly white and brown motif. There was also a large window which let lots of sunlight in. And finally, there were the words that displayed the name of the bakery, La Soleil. I don't know how to pronounce that. I just say La Soleil. Instead of the proper French article Le, it was La Soleil, meaning the sun, right? This was a nod towards the name of the shop of someone I admired. Now that I'm on my own, I'll have to do my best, I softly murmured to myself. From here on now, no one would tell me what to do. I was going to start completely anew despite the stature of my family's name and everything that had happened up until now. I alone would decide my path and take responsibility for what I do. In exchange for that freedom, I can't blame anyone else for what happens. Still, although I was a bit worried, the thought of what lay ahead made me break into a smile. Alright, in any case, I'd better get all these things cleaned up. I took a breath and got my spirits back up. I stepped into the new smelling bakery. What's with this big box? Look at this that. In front of me was a large box I didn't recognize. In fact, there were two of them. Fragile, delicate. Absolutely this setup. If thrown, your company will be in trouble. The warnings were going overboard. They were getting annoying. Even if these are baking supplies, I don't remember buying anything quite like this. Not like this. First off, they were boxes that looked like they came from our house. If these were for the bakery, there's no way I wouldn't remember buying them. There were no tags from the moving company either. All there were those warning labels. Well, I'll know for sure once I open that. Huh? Oh. Ah. Oh, it's just a cat, huh? Just a troublesome cat. Jeez.
よかった。ごまかせたみたい。危ない危ない。気をつけないと。
Like that would fool me. What are you doing, Chocolate?
お久しぶりですね。ご主人様。
We just saw each other at home yesterday, you know.
まあ、それはそうなんですけど。あ、それよりちょっと聞いてください。引っ越し業者の人たちひどいんですよ。ショコラのこと運ぶときにですね。この段ボール重いから気をつけろよとか言って、思わずふしゃーって泣きそうになっちゃいました。ふしゃーって。一生懸命に我慢しましたけど、ショコラはプンプンですよ。プンプン。
Well, compared to the rest of my things, you are heavy. She ignored what I said. Chocolate puffed out her cheeks. You could say that she was always happy-go-lucky. Or rather, she preoccupied herself with only what was in front of her. Well, I guess that was how you'd describe Chocolate. While I was getting ready to move, I did wonder why I didn't see you. And we got another one a second. That wasn't even an English sentence. We got ourselves another one. Another one. And my favorite one is here.
引っ越し業者のトラックの中が埃っぽくて。
I skipped and leak. Suddenly messages. Why? Mute leak. Okay, we're back. Why is Vanilla here
ショ
too?
コラがいるところ。それは私がいるところだから。それに、猫は狭いところは嫌いじゃない。
I see what you did there.
あと私も、こっちの段ボールも重いから気をつけろよーとか言われた。だから私もポコ。ポンスか。
Again, huh? In any case, Chocolate, Vanilla, get out of there. I was at my wit's end with the large boxes that had suddenly shown up. Anyhow, Chocolate and Vanilla got out of their boxes. Why is no one picking up the phone? Just what is Shigure doing? I hung up after trying to call my little sister. There was no way that Chocolate and Vanilla could have gotten mixed in with the rest of the boxes in the first place. On the outside, catgirls look almost like humans. They can understand words and can talk just like us. That's why we have to research for catgirls. But more than humans, catgirls were closer to normal cats. After all, catgirls had ears and tails, just like cats do. They were genetically modified humanoid cats that were commonly referred to as catgirls. These days, catgirls fit into society, as pets, in families, or partners to humans. My little sister really loves to dote on catgirls, so our family has 6, including Chocolate and Vanilla. In any case, they couldn't have mailed themselves all on their own. Mailing living things through the post would be impossible for one thing. There's no way my parents would have helped with this either. Thus I could only guess that this was somehow Shigure's doing. I see, so Shigure was an accomplice then.
にゃー、すごく綺麗なお家ですにゃー。新しいお布団とか家具の匂いとか好きですにゃー。思ってたより広い。ご主人の解消バッチリ。
It's bigger than it looks. That's what she said.
バニラ、あっちの部屋行ってみよう。探検。位置的におそらく寝室。きっとご主人の新しいベッドがあるはず。いやー、それは聞き逃せないね。もふもふしに行こう。もふもふ。
Snuggle time!
私もそれはいいと思う。そうと決まればレッツゴー。
Don't get out of control and hurt yourselves.
はーい。
Without any ill intentions, the two cat girls were off and running. Well, the bakery did have living quarters on the second floor, so I wasn't worried about them causing a ruckus around here. Of course, they aren't young cat girls anymore either, so I shouldn't have to worry about them getting out of control too much. Well, besides that, I looked up an address in my phone's address book. Minadoki Residence. Well, I already left Shigure a message, so she should call me back later. Without pressing the call button, I put my cell phone back in my pocket. I had moved out without saying anything, so for her to call me back within the day seemed a bit stupid. Well, it wasn't really an issue I needed to bring up right this moment. I should hear from Shigure soon anyhow.
ご主人様のお布団、もふもふ完了であります。新しいお布団、すごくふかふか。合格点。
Good work, you two. Gosh, both of you have major bad heads. Sheesh. Sheesh!
ご主人様のなでなで大好き。気持ちいいです。苦しゅうない。もっと。
I tidied up their hair with a comb. Their soft hair felt nice as always. I lightly bonked them both on the head while they had their eyes closed. Now then, why were the two of you hiding among my movie
ご主人
boxes?
様が連れてってくれないって言うから仕方なく。ショコラが行くって言うからノリで。
You had no choice? You tagged along? You two. Well, I figured that had to be the reason, but... Anyhow, recomposed myself and looked at the two of them again. Listen up, okay? How many times have I told you to? This isn't a vacation or a picnic. I moved out because I have no intention of going back there. If you were at home, you wouldn't have anything to worry about. Shigure and the other cat girls are there too. It would be better if you two just... Wasn't me.
違うんです。これはお腹が反抗期なだけなんです。だから違うんです。本当に。朝早かったせいで朝ごはん食べ損なったから仕方ない。それにショコラはお腹の音も可愛い。
While listening to those silly excuses, I glanced at the clock and saw that it was already past 1 o'clock. Now that I thought about it, I haven't eaten anything since this morning either. Well, why don't we have lunch first then?
ご主人 じいさま大好き。さすがご主人は話がわかる。かたじけない。
These two were as easygoing as always. Alright, I guess that's for the first part.
お買い
Wait,
物、お
let's.
買い
Where is stop? Okay, I can stop right here. I'm gonna stop this right here. And if you like this episode or like it in general, please leave a rating so I know that I can upload more frequently, because I kind of want to do this series, and I'm gonna upload it like either once per week or once per 2 weeks, besides my normal league content or vlog content. So if you like this video, just leave a like, leave a comment, and I'm gonna see you in the next video. Peace out.